Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Third down coming up. On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss.
Ball is free in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground in a turnover.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The sure hands. It's Miller. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. This quarterback on fire today. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And they'll set up with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he finds the running back in the flat. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They move the ball to the 41.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Oh, it's a reverse. Powers through.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Dropping back. It's Brown. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The Knights will come to the line to run the hurry-up. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Now here's the toss play. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Knights will line up on 1st and 10.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th down. He's throwing for it. The pass rush closing in. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Scanning the field, it's Milrow. And he's got his man open downfield. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the mark.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The Knights come up to the line in a hurry-up.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
To throw, it's Brown. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Catch made over the middle.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down. The Knights come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Gets some space around the 30. Has the first still on the move. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, the defense is so caught up in stopping this passing game that they underestimate what this quarterback can do when he pulls it down and can take off. He takes this one all the way to the house.
Here's a point after attempt. point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To throw, it's Milrow. Quick throw over the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Holmes. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
That sack makes it 3rd down. To the air, it's Brown. Looking to the end zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Past the 50. Out past the 30. At the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been disaster.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? An inside give now from the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back to pass. It's Brown. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Knights have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Escapes the pocket. Picks up the first and is still going. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Bringing pressure. He's escaping the pocket now. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
2nd and goal for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And the wideout goes in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Yeah, a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game is sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Milroe. Running back grabs it on a screen. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's running out of time here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. And he throws his third interception of the day. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's caught downfield. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Patterson now has our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away, begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. He's outstanding.
And the point after cuts it to a 4-point game, 28-24. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Looking for some space. It's Miller. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big runs.
Got him. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
CF offense will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that 1st down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. It's an option look. The back's got to run the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st. Good execution on the option.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's Brown. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught quickly. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Coming to the on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play at that corner.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Milrow. The pass rush closing in. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles, but the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So forget the field goal attempt. They'll try to pad the lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown and a big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And looking for a big play here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Back to throw. It's Brown. Escapes the sack. Using his legs here. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack, a big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The Knights will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That's reeled in. It's Pittman. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, I don't know if that's a busting coverage or just a mistake by this defense, but the tight end is all alone. Nobody around him, an easy throw for the quarterback, and obviously a huge gain for the offense.
Touchdown, UCF. And the comeback continues. Here we go, 4th quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
The obvious move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. They'll try to run this one in. This time he stopped short, scored the touchdown, but doesn't back it up with a 2-point conversion. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Oh, look out. The football is free. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bama. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the extra point was up and good. The Returner decides to field it. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He eludes the rush. He's looking to scramble. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First down here for this offense. Dropping back, it's Brown. Pressure is coming. Extending the play now. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. The junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
He's back to throw again on second down. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit now.
It'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Offense in hurry-up mode. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch. It's long. And he's tackled after the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to throw. It's Milrow. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Using his legs, it's Miller. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Now it's second down here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon. But give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And here's the handoff. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense is still clicking. It's an easy job for the play call, right, Kurt? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
And the UCF offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Empty set now, 5 wide. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looks like he's going to run it. Finding some room at the 25. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. Looking to pass. It's Brown. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Now that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
It's a shotgun run call. And just a short gain here, and that will do it for this ballgame. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.